Hi guys, today I wanted to show you how you can get ornamental grasses totally for free. This is one that came from a little seed stalk. I was out on a walk and someone had put out their garden waste and a few of the seed heads were kind of scattered around the bottom of the bag, and I picked up one of those seed heads and brought it home. I laid it on some soil, covered it up, and just let it winter outside, and by the following spring I had some sprouts. Now I expect this will be double or triple the size next year. They're just baby grasses, but you can even cut this clump in half and have a couple stands of grasses. But I am very excited. So today I have another seed head, and I'll show you how I do it. I also think that it's a great idea to add ornamental grasses because they are wonderful in the spring, summer, and fall, and even if they're standing upright, you can enjoy their structure throughout the winter. And when you do trim it back, it does provide good material for mulching or your compost. Here's a little seed head that I found in front of the grocery store. It was just on a stand of perennial grasses, and I know they're perennial because they're there every year, every single year, and they chop them down at some point and they regenerate themselves. So I'm certainly not digging up any plants or anything. I just took a little seed head, and all I did last year to get those other grasses that I just showed you was to do this. That is it. And you can even scatter the seeds a little if you want, but sort of, the rainfall tends to mix it up as well. But I just did that, and then I took my cover, and this is just kind of helping nature scatter seeds. And it's a very thin layer that I put on top. You do not want it very deeply at all. And I'll water that in and forget about it until next spring, and we'll see if anything grows. It's a little bit of a different structure grass, but it's actually been in this piece of junk mail in my purse for a couple weeks. And obviously by this method you have to wait for it. And I did want to show you what I found when I was weeding out front. It looks like, and I don't even know of any neighbors having this grass, it looks like I've found a sprout of variegated grass. Look at that, guys. One little sprout. I was about to pull it out thinking it was regular grass, and then I saw this variegation on it. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that into a little bit of soil, and we'll see if it multiplies into a nice little... Oh, it even started to root. I put this out here a couple days ago. Look at that. There's a brand new white root. I'm sure these grow very fast. It must have blown over as a seed from someone's yard or been carried there by birds. Birds eat a lot of these seeds, and wherever they fly and then probably poop, a seed might sprout. And that's obviously what's happened here. It's been blown over or brought over, and it's my lucky day. Look at that, it's got a little variegation on there. I think it's a zebra grass. So I'm going to plant it and see how it looks next year, see if it spreads. One thing to note as I recommend these grasses is that they are very vigorous growers, very hardy of the perennial grasses, given that you're growing it in the right zone. But you must allow it a lot of space and put it somewhere that you really want it. They're very hard to dig up, and they can be considered garden thugs. But I have plenty of areas where I'd love to put grasses, and I do like to use them for mulch and composting when I do have to trim them back. So I'm happy to have it, but just keep that in mind if you're thinking about adding things. But here is a totally free way to add it, and I'm going to just make a hole right here, and what could have gone in my yard waste is now going to be cultivated into a nice ornamental grass for my landscape. Isn't that exciting, guys? There I was weeding, and I found this wonderful treasure out there. Look at that, guys. So I'll go put that in my little plant nursery. And I will hope that these seeds that I brought home also germinate by next spring. I'm going to give it a really good water. That's not enough water. But there we go. I'm working on 2 new free grasses. So I hope you find some little surprises in your garden, or you see some seed heads just waiting to be cultivated somewhere, or you have a friend that shares these things with you. And I have all 3, so I'm very lucky, and it's so satisfying to grow something yourself from seed, especially free seed. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.